Ciao, ciao, ciao. Um, Welcome back. My name is Zoe. This is Divinity Within Thee, where I tune in to the divine in the outer realms to connect us to the divine in the inner realms of our beings. So today I am doing something new. I'm recording from my computer because I'm trying new recording stuff. So hopefully you can hear me and see me and all of these things. Please let me know if you cannot. Um, so let's talk about what's going on, guys. This is the energetic update for the new moon in Virgo. Cool. What does that mean to you? So, new moons are often a time of, new moons and full moons are often a time of transformation. New moons are mostly known as a time of new things coming in, setting new intentions, and old lunar phase ending. So, new beginnings, right? Now is a great time for everybody to set intentions and to really think about the intentions that we're setting. How do we use the energy of the specific um, astrological placement with the lunar equation to help us to our best advantage, right? So we're having this new moon in Virgo, right? Happy birthday to all my Virgos out there. Um, and having a new moon in Virgo is awesome. Why? Because we've been a little bit wondering what is going on for a while now. Anybody who's like living in this world is probably wondering when things are going to change or pick up or what's going on. Standard, ongoing, collective feeling. So, Virgo is an earth sign. Virgo is a very pragmatic sign. Virgo is all about um, thinking things through, having things in order, and like I said, being very pragmatic about things. So, very, very practical in a sense about what we're doing. So, how can we use this to our advantage right now? Okay. Well, with the new moon in Virgo, when we're setting our new intentions or when we're starting new projects, new things, we're going to start to feel the pace kind of picking up. The last lunar cycles in August were a little bit intense because we were shaking old belief systems with the two full moons in Aquarius. We were shaking old belief systems, old thought patterns, structures, things like this. Now, Virgo is all about creating these new ways and patterns, right? That we're going into. So it's really great time to start, let's say, if you want to start a journaling practice, if you want to start like a writing regiment, if you want to start a new workout or fitness routine, any type of routine or regiment that you can apply at this point in time would be conducive, right? Because Virgo is all about getting things done, but in a very orderly manner. So use these ideas or principles to apply to your personal situation and what's going on. How else can this maybe help or benefit you? Look at where Virgo is in your chart, right? Where is Virgo in your birth chart? And this is going to have an effect on how this is maybe affecting you. I'm a Virgo moon. Okay, I have Virgo in a few places in my chart, but I am a Virgo moon. So for it to be a Virgo new moon, okay, moons, just to give you a idea so you can understand. So moons are about our inner emotional workings, right? Like our secret self. So for me, this means I'm having a new beginning or a new awakening of how I value my time, my emotional energy, and the what's what's influencing it, or what I'm allowing around to even influence it, if that makes sense. So see where Virgo is falling in your chart, and the corresponding planet will seem to have an effect. What else is going on? Okay, Mercury is ruler of Virgo. So this is about, this can be about contracts. This can be about formulating new contracts, new work, new how you work with people. Maybe if you're going to be working with new people, you might want to put down contracts, because Mercury is all about communication and how we are communicating and how we are transmitting this communication, how we're communicating back and forth for it to be equal and even, right? So, just to also speak up, my guides are telling me to also speak up on what your needs are, you know, like what you're requiring in a situation that has to do with work, money, relationship, anything like this. Okay, it's all about whether it's a verbal or a physical contract, you know, even with yourself, you know, being like, I'm going to do this every Monday and this every Wednesday and this every Friday, or I'm going to do this for 30 minutes every day, or whatever it is, to make that commitment, to make that contractual agreement in such a way that you are writing it down, you are speaking it out, you are communicating it clearly, okay? Either to yourself, to others, I mean to all, to your guides, all of this. So super important and good information to know, right? Mercury, Virgo, what else do we have going on? Right now, we have what's called a trine, like a triangular shape, essentially. In astrology, what is a trine between the sun, the moon, and Uranus? What does this mean? Uranus is the planet of Aquarius, and so this is a very transformative energy, right? So it could also be like abrupt or come out of nowhere. This very like all of a sudden, it's just like, oh, this has to happen, you know, like this certain way. So when we have a trine, we are basically amplifying the energy, but it's in a very beautiful way right now, because it's like 3 is such a magical number. To create a triangular, like a 3 point, is a very magical number. So it's very powerful, especially when we're taking the sun and the moon and the Uranian energy. So it's like we really have the ability to bring light to what hasn't been brought to light in this new transformative and awe-inspiring way. So keep all of that in mind during this new moon. Great things to do for new moon rituals. I love lighting candles and incense, things like this, for new moon, right? I love putting out prayers. I live in Bali, so I have 3 temples surrounding my house. And so I do prayers, and I put 3 incense on each one of the 3 temples, and I offer a releasing and a blessing for a beginning of something that I'm calling the intention in for. So new moons are a great time to set intentions. It's a great time to write down your intentions and to keep them in a place where you can kind of watch them unfold during this lunar cycle. So by the time the full moon comes, you will see a lot of it coming to fruition if you put intentions and your intent on these intentions, right? You will see them coming to fruition in this time. Also, by the time the next new moon is coming, they should all have come into this fruition point. But yeah, write new intentions, do cleansing. It's a really great time to clean spaces, to clear spaces, fresh, new. Also, if you're thinking about trimming or cutting your hair, best time to cut your hair is when the new moon is just arrived, between the new moon and the full moon. This will ensure that you are receiving extra growth. So like that, like the moon is growing, like your hair is growing, your intentions, the energy that you put out, everything is growing as the moon is waxing, as it's getting bigger, 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 bigger. Where that's why we put intentions and we write these intentions on the new moon to help amplify them and for them to grow throughout the lunar cycles. Pretty cool, right? Drink more water. Stay hydrated, guys. What else can I tell you about the energy of what's going on? We are in a foreshadowing period, guys, about the time I'm going to tell you about the retrograde. So in 10 days, Mercury is going to go into retrograde. So again, now is a great time to communicate with people, to get any contracts, to get any things that you need done before we go into this last Mercury retrograde of the season. Uranus is also going to be in retrograde. I think there's actually like, they're telling me like six or seven planets that are going to be retrograding. And this is like kind of unheard of. This is like the most it's happening. Yeah, this is not normal. Okay, this is not normal. So while other planets retrograde, we may not feel them as much as the Mercury retrograde. I'm going to go back to the first point they were trying to get me to convey across. And what's the deal with Mercury retrograde? It's about going back and repairing communication, action that we put forth, things that we started that we didn't finish, blah, blah. So we have foreshadowing periods of this time 2 to 3 weeks prior and 2 to 3 weeks after the Mercury retrograde. So we are in this foreshadowing period. So use this time very wisely, is what my guides are telling me to convey to you. Use this time very wisely. Reach out if you need to communicate or fix anything, sort anything out. The time is right now during this new moon. It's going to be the most conducive time and the best use of time. Okay? Is that it? Okay. That's what my guides are asking me to share as far as astrological things are concerned. So let's get into a quick card reading for the collective about the energy surrounding this new moon and see what it has to say. Okay, guys? But first, we need a little bit of music. Also, share with me any experiences that you seem to be having, and I would love to hear what's going on. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna play what I was playing. Hopefully, it brings some cool stuff. Okay, so let's start with a couple oracles. It wants me to use this deck. Bring you up here. Bring you up to speed here. Start with a couple oracles. Communication. Can't make this shit up if I wanted to, you know? And 41. So the energy of this is changing because 4 and 1 would be a 5. So the energy of the way we're communicating is actually changing, right? So we may be learning to actually communicate better, communicate our needs better, communicate with people better, or we may be moving towards people that it's easier for us to communicate better with, right? So we may be finding these people, we may be letting go. 44, master number. We may be letting go of old ways of communication, old thought patterns, things like this, letting go of these. Wow, and that was at 1444. So yeah, we're making forward movement. We are changing. We're letting go of the way we let people communicate with us or to us and how we are also communicating with others. I mean, that was 1444, that's forward movement. That's, yes, you're on point. You're in the right direction. Okay, and then we have the eagle, 9. So yeah, we're coming to a completion. The eagle is all about spirit, integrity, connection to the angelic realm. So a lot of you guys, I'm really sensing a lot of you guys may be doing a lot, diving a little bit deeper into your spiritual work or your spiritual practice. You may be connecting more with these angelic realms, your spirit guides. You may be receiving more messages or information, or seeking out the ability to be receiving more, right? And that's what's happening in the collective in general right now, which is really beautiful, because we're in the middle of this great divergence. So we really need to make this awareness, this shift. Yeah, we need to change the flow of things to the sea. We need to change the flow of things, and the way we're moving towards things and from things. Yeah, poised. Remain poised. Keep a good balance. One more of these, please. Know what you're about. They're telling me know what you're about. And do not be afraid to communicate that, right? So what your belief systems are, we've probably had a lot of shaken belief system stuff since the last couple of lunar phases. And yeah, we literally hit this fork in the road. And you guys may feel like a little bit abandoned. You may feel like, okay, who are my friends? What's going on? This is changing, though. This is part of change, right? As we are spiritually evolving or changing these belief or thought systems, this is what's happening, right? We're coming to this new phase, but we're not alone, right? You're on your own, but you're not alone. It just means that you're shifting away from old people, thought patterns, or perspectives in order to bring in the new, which is more conducive on a spiritual or integral level for you. Yeah, new life. Wow. Super beautiful. Super, super beautiful, you guys. I'm going to pull just a few cards. I'm going to pull this one. Yeah, we need to walk away. We need to move away from this energy of being sad about things that may have happened, things we may have lost, people we may have lost. This is normal. We need to stop feeling like we are under attack, or we've been abandoned by somebody. We need to be in control of our emotions, right? And for some of you, you guys could still be sad or mourning, or something that has to do with past love or emotions, right? Or somebody from the past. But that's okay, because there's something new coming in. Let go of this old thought pattern, right? Because this is a choice to feel this way. This is a choice to feel like others are under attack, And you need to be in control. The King of Cups talks about being in control of your emotional state. And so we have the Five of Cups, which is like crying over spilled milk, like still holding on to something that happened and being so sad about something that happened. These 3 cups that are spilt, that you're missing this offering, this new love, these new 2 cups that are coming in, because you're focused on this. You're feeling like someone attacked you, you're stabbed in the back, like very betrayed. And when you get your shit together, when you get your emotional state together, then what happens? You either sort out childhood traumas, or somebody is coming back from the past, like something is coming back. Maybe you're looking or receiving love in a new childlike way, because you've released this old jagged way that you thought things had to be, I guess. Yeah, you're creating it, the Magician. You are creating this new love coming in for yourself. A lot of you guys may want to feel, this is the card of Virgo, interesting, the Hermit. A lot of you guys may feel like you've been reclusing or away from people, or you may want to go within and do a little bit of introspective work. perfectly normal, perfectly okay at this time. The Hermit is all about seeking the light that is coming from within, right? And the Magician is all about you are in control. You are the creator of the circumstances. You hold all within yourself. So let me see if there's one final card to come out. Some of you guys have been waiting for something to come in. 3, you've been manifesting something. What have you been manifesting? You've been manifesting your hard work to pay off, to turn into abundance for the fruits of your labors to finally reach this point. And it's very viable because you guys are creating this. As long as you're focused on the fact that you're creating it and that the light, what you're creating is coming from yourself, from your own being. Okay? Also, remove any type of secrets, lies, deceptions, whatever, right? This is also the card of Pisces. So they're just telling me, remove secrets, lies, deceptions. Yeah, you have to make a choice. Let go of this old way of being, these old structures or things that are keeping you, preventing you from being able, from these things coming in, from you being able to celebrate this new coming into your life, right? You have to maintain this. Yeah. The Hierophant. And again, this is a card. So, 2 of Swords. You have to make a decision, okay? You have to make a decision. Do you want to stay in this deceptive state or with these people or with these old situations? Or do you want to make the decision? No, you have to make a decision. Either you're going to stay in that state or you're going to move into a new one. That's it. The Hierophant. This is someone who is very wise. Look at that, 2202. Someone who is very wise. 2s are about partnership or duality. So it's finding the knowledge or the wise that is coming from within, maybe. A little bit of that. But the Hierophant can also mean some type of contracts. Contracts. I'm hearing partnership, twin, something like this. I'm seeing these 2 little boys down here. So some of you guys may be ending some type of partnerships or be ready to be beginning some type of partnerships. Yeah, work with some new people. Work with new people. But it comes. Endings, beginnings don't start until there's endings. And at this point, look at that, the 10 of Pentacles. It will work out in your favor if you do make the conscious choice to make the decision and move away from this. Yeah, you have to change. That was at 2303. So change. And the Hierophant's a 5. That's change. You need to manifest this change. 3, 10. Bring it in. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate all your likes, comments, subscribes, and shares. Thank you for allowing me to tune in and for you guys tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, all the information is in the information box below. And as always, infinite blessings and love.